10 years ago, my brother Ethan vanished without a trace. He was 17, I was 15. One moment he was walking home from a late-night study session. The next, he was gone. No signs of struggle, no witnesses, just gone. The police searched for weeks. Our family broke apart. My parents divorced. My mom spent months in therapy, and even longer in silence. I moved on, or pretended to. I built a life, left town, went to college. But the hole Ethan left never fully closed. There was always this cold, whispering thought at the back of my mind, what if he was still out there? And then this morning, my phone rang. The number was unknown, but something in me knew. I answered, heart pounding. Hello? There was static, then a voice, familiar, raspy, quiet. Liam, it's me. I couldn't breathe. Ethan? A pause, then, they let me call. I don't have much time. My knees buckled. I sat on the edge of the bed, clutching the phone. Where are you? Are you okay? What happened to you? I can't tell you everything. It's not safe, but I need you to come to the old cabin. You remember the one by Crescent Lake? Crescent Lake. We used to go there as kids. It was abandoned years ago, rotting, half swallowed by forest. No one went there anymore. Why now? I asked. Why after 10 years? Static again. Then, because they'll find me soon, and if they do, I won't be able to leave. The call cut out. By afternoon, I was on the road. I didn't tell anyone where I was going. How could I? Hey, just visiting the creepy abandoned cabin because my brother, who's been missing for 10 years, suddenly called. I drove through the winding roads, deeper into the forest. Trees arched overhead like skeletal arms. The sun disappeared behind thick clouds. It felt like the world was holding its breath. The cabin looked just like I remembered, only worse. The wood was gray and mold-eaten. The vines clung to the walls like veins. The door was slightly ajar. Ethan, I called out. Silence. I stepped inside. The floorboards groaned beneath me. Dust floated in the air. Then I heard it, a soft rustling upstairs. I climbed the stairs slowly, my heart trying to hammer its way out of my chest. The door to the attic was cracked open. I pushed it gently, and there he was. Ethan. He looked older, thinner, pale. His eyes had dark circles beneath them like he hadn't slept in years. But it was him. Ethan, I whispered. He smiled weakly. You came. We embraced. I held him like I never wanted to let go. What happened to you? I asked. Where have you been? He hesitated. Then he said something that chilled me. I'm not supposed to say they're listening, but I can show you. We lit candles. The place had no power. Ethan pulled out a worn journal from his bag. It was full of drawings, symbols, maps, dates, strange diagrams that looked like ritual circles. He explained, carefully choosing his words like someone might be listening through the walls. The night he disappeared, he took a shortcut through the woods. That's when he heard them. Whispers, not voices, not animals, something else. He followed them, drawn in like a moth to flame. He found a clearing with stones arranged in a spiral. In the center, a mirror. But it wasn't a mirror. It shimmered, he said, eyes distant. Like water, I touched it, and it pulled me through. He'd been trapped in a place he called the Between, a world like ours, but wrong, twisted, dead. He said time worked differently there. He wandered for years, alone, or so he thought, until he met them. Who? I asked. His eyes darted to the window. They call themselves the Echoes. They look like people, but they're not. They speak in riddles and wear your memories like masks. And once they find you, they don't let go. I didn't understand. Was this trauma? Madness? But something in his voice, the rawness, the fear, told me this wasn't a delusion. "They let me out," he said, "but only for a day. If I don't go back by sunrise, they'll send something worse to get me." He reached into his pocket and handed me a piece of glass. It shimmered like water, like a mirror. "You have to take this," he said. "Hide it. They can't come through without it." That night, I stayed with him in the cabin. At 3:00 a.m., we heard them, whispers, scratching on the windows, shadows moving in the trees. Ethan's eyes went wide. "They're here." We blocked the doors, lit more candles, but the shadows pressed against the glass like oil. Then, from outside, I heard my voice. "Liam, it's okay. It's me. Come outside." My blood turned to ice. Ethan grabbed my arm. "That's not you," he whispered. "That's how they lure you out." The voice outside grew louder, desperate. "I'm scared. Please, I need your help." The front door creaked. I stood up, grabbing the mirror shard. But when I turned around, Ethan was gone. I found him outside, standing in the clearing behind the cabin. "You shouldn't be here," he said, but his voice, it was off, too calm. His eyes were glassy. "You're not Ethan," I said. He smiled. "You're right." Then he lunged. We fought in the dirt. I held the shard up. It shimmered. The thing screamed, a sound like metal tearing and bones breaking, and vanished into mist. The real Ethan lay nearby, unconscious. I dragged him inside. As dawn broke, the shadows melted away. The whispers stopped. But Ethan was dying. His skin had grayed, his eyes flickered. "I can't stay," he whispered, "but you can stop them." "How?" I begged. "Destroy the shard, break the gate." With shaking hands, I threw it into the fireplace. Flames roared. The mirror screamed and then shattered. Ethan smiled, then closed his eyes. They found me a day later, curled up in the cabin. I told the police I came looking for answers. They found no signs of my brother, just footprints, candle wax, burned glass. No body, no proof, just a story. But I know what happened, and sometimes, when the wind blows just right, I still hear his voice in the trees.